We're also joined in by Group Captain V.N. Jha, retired defense expert and former IF officer. Group Captain, one of the biggest issues has been India has been considered as the largest buyer of weapons. Now, slowly, we are manufacturing really capable weapon systems and top of the art weapon systems as well. And at the same time, slowly increasing our exports to other countries. We've seen interest being shown by other countries as well. Do you think we are at that phase where soon we will be dependent on our own systems? We'll be depending on research and capabilities of our engineers over here and not spend a lot of foreign currency on other weapon systems from abroad?
Thank you, Varghese, for asking this question because I had been associated with the DRDO as a design scientist for almost about 7 years as a joint director. Well, what you said is absolutely correct. Today, we are marching forward to integrate our own design and developed system. Gone are the days when we used to bank totally onto this. And recently, you would have seen how the D4 has worked. Uh, it was just like a shield at many bases where it was deployed. Uh, LL-70, you have already heard, we have already discussed plenty. And like this, the smaller system in the manpads, we have heard about Igla and we have heard about the Stinger missile. How many of us we have heard the Vishorat is the DRDO system and so effective that no drones can venture to come anywhere this thing. And the glimpses of all this were visible at various places when you saw the Pakistani drones coming towards us and all being killed and demolished, just like what we had seen the glimpses of Iron Dome in Israel. So we are already there, and I have just named few on uh, today's capability of the Indian air defense system. Don't forget of the surface to air missiles, both quick reaction as well as the medium range. We call it QRSAM or MRSAM. Akash air defense system, you have already talked. And don't forget, Varghese, this Akash air defense system is something state of the art because it has got that ECCM capability very few missiles have got. So that is there that once you fire it or once you lock onto a target, no one can get rid of it. It has got the ECCM built in there. Of course, we have talked of Pichora 125. We have talked of Osaka, Spider, Cub, Strela, Tunguska, Shilka, and keep on counting all those things. I'm not going into details of those. These were the air defense system for the smaller targets as well as for the aircrafts and QRSAM or MRSAM and to some extent even Akash air defense system. It has been against the cruise missiles as well, but not many of us we don't know about the missile defense system. For the especially for the ballistic missile and the cruise missile, S-400 is very very capable. And other than that, our own Pradyumna system, the Ashwin system, the Barak 8, you have already talked of it. And more than that, we have got a couple of ships in sea, like INS Dhruv, which detects the ballistic missiles, especially the nuclear capable ballistic missiles, far above the Earth's surface. And our Prithvi 1 air defense system, that we call it Pratyum, the ring of this, it can kill the incoming ballistic missile 150 to 180 kilometer above the surface of the Earth. These are the things what we have. You haven't seen it in action because such threats were not coming up there. But what we have seen here in this case is that I have named you the air defense system. Uh, there are many layers of it. In the coming days, I'm sure Indian air defense system or Indian Air Force as well as the Indian Armed Forces would have taken note of it and will integrate all together or maybe in the different layers of the air defense that we usually have. So it's credible. Gone are the days when we used to totally depend on the foreign inputs or foreign assets for our nation's defense. These are the things which are now coming in a big way. But other than all this, the air defense system that is coming up is we have not yet talked of the airborne air defense system. We have got the airborne AWACS, early warning and control system. AWACS are the one which can perceive the threat of any airborne system today in Pakistan. It has got the range of about 400 to 500 kilometers. Any aircraft that is airborne, we have its characteristics.